What's up, Scorpio? Today's video is going to be a little bit different because I am filming in two different spots. I'm sorry if that throws any of you guys off. It's actually throwing me off a little bit. But trust me, the video is going to be fine. I have my notes. I know everything. But the beginning half of the video is going to be in a Philly location. And then I just had to come back here to visit my family. So I am going to be filming the second half of the video here in this setting. So when you see it flip after I show you the cards, that's why. But let's get into it, Scorpio. Let's look at these cards and see what's going on for December's month. Hi, Scorpio. So last season we were dealing with some struggles with people that we were particularly close with, whether it be family members or just people that were supposed to love us unconditionally. And that can be really painful, especially to go through that during your own season. Right now, what we need is companionship. And I don't even think it's romantic. I think you guys just need someone that you can genuinely be yourselves with. Even when you're not feeling in the best mood. Someone that will respect you. Most of all, above anything, someone that will respect you. We talked about how there's probably going to be some type of disagreement between you and whoever it was that was just not giving you the respect, the love, and the care that you deserve. If you guys did what you had to do, you probably had that. But let's see. Let's see what the cards say, okay? I'm gonna keep pulling. Right now we are lacking in emotional support. But is that really what we need right now? What is it that Scorpio needs during sad season? Every sign has been kind of behind, and that's okay. We had a few retrogrades. But how can we get back on track? I'm gonna pull a few more cards. Okay. Any of you guys are having problems with your mother right now? Stay tuned. Bottom of the deck. A 7 of Wands in reverse. So maybe we didn't need to fight. I feel like you guys have been trying to keep your calm, and let's see if it's working. Let's look at these cards. Okay, so we have the 4 of Swords in reverse, as well as the 6 of Swords in reverse, the 4 of Wands, the 3 of Wands in reverse, then we have the 6 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, the King of Wands in reverse, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, Temperance in reverse, the King of Swords, and finally the Moon card. Okay, Scorpio. So, what we really need to do is get out of this contemplation phase where we're kind of just thinking so much during Scorpio season. That's really regular, and it's especially regular for Scorpio to be doing that during their own season. But now you guys are feeling the transition from Scorpio season to sad season, which is really a big difference between being silent and moving kind of differently. And then when you get to sad season, that's when you start to do the wild shit. The wild people start to come back into your life, all that good stuff. So you guys are feeling that pull to get out of that mindset But I think at the same time, you guys are just over carrying other people's burdens and other people's weights, and the way that people feel about certain situations and things that you do is just like, it shouldn't matter because it's your life, right? So I think you guys are really feeling that, but you really need to stick with that gut feeling, because I feel like some of you guys are still waiting for like this perfect fantasy to happen. If you're having problems with family, if you're having problems with like a relationship, whether it be platonic or romantic, I feel like you guys are just hoping that it gets better, you know, and you're keeping hope that like this is just a rough patch. And I think that that's your problem, and that's what's keeping you guys stagnant and not moving, because you already have a foundation, but you're looking for more support in places that you shouldn't be. For example, you guys are reminiscing to the good times when everything was different, and that's not going to help you, Scorpio. And I feel like you guys know that, because you guys aren't the type of person, the type of people to rely on dreams. You make shit happen. You're a determined sign. So this person, this situation that has been making you feel like you've been used, manipulated, that's just not feeling right. Like, you need to stick with that feeling. Stick with your intuition, guys. Like, it's really important. So Scorpio season is really important because it allows you to contemplate and create a foundation of thought. So when you get into sad season and you're trying to act on things during a fire sign season, a season of action, you already have this being already. You already have a way of knowing, okay, this is what I should be doing, this is what I shouldn't be doing. Like I said, you really need to get from underneath that person that is controlling you, being rough with you in their words and the way that they even just think about you, the lack of respect that they might have, because at times that does happen, especially if it's somebody that is in Aries or showing Aries like qualities in the way that I just described. You need to get away from that person. And I'm not saying it needs to be forever, but I think it needs to be enough time for you to discover what it is that you want without having a clouded vision of somebody else. Especially if this is a mother. We'll talk about that later, why I'm saying that. But if it's a mother or anybody with the Cancerian placements, heavy cancer placements, be sure to protect yourself, because I don't feel like they have the best intentions for you right now. They're very clouded by what they're going through. You guys are feeling very guarded with your energy at this point. I know this is usually a material card, but in terms of the reading, I think that you guys are being very protective, but not protective enough. You're being protective in a way that you can right now, but you're going to have to form a situation to where you're getting your own space, you're getting your own freedom, right? Um, Side note, if you are in any type of possible love and or just budding relationship with somebody right now, it needs to be put on hold. It will be there when you get back, I promise you, but I don't think you guys completely finished what you needed to figure out during Scorpio season in terms of this relationship that's not going right. Um, and it's gonna flood over if you don't fix that right now. And it's sad season. The card came out in sad season, and you guys really are gonna have to try to resist the temptation of doing what's easy and doing what works for other people, because it's just gonna hurt you in the long run. You're gonna have to embody this. If somebody comes at you, I said this last season, I don't think that you guys really did it. I think that you guys tried to maintain your calmness because it took you so long to get to it. But everybody has moments where they really have to let somebody know like what the fuck is good. And it doesn't have to be you cursing them out. It doesn't have to be you exploding. But like I said, Scorpio season is the season when you really should be formulating what it is that you're going to do, what it is you're going to say, your plan for everything. So if you guys need to take a few days to go back and figure out, okay, well, if this happens in this situation, this is what I'm going to say. Well, if this happens, then I'll appreciate this and blah, blah, blah. You really just need to plan it out. So when you get to Capricorn season, you're not behind. Because Capricorns don't do anything that's not calculated. They're an earth sign, right? So if you're a little bit behind right now, don't worry. You have time to get it together. But the card came out, so you're going to need to be very, very, very careful, especially if you're dealing with problems with family right now, or anybody that you were close to, or that you should be close to, that should be respecting you. Like I said last season, somebody that just should be respecting you as a person and giving you that support that you need If they're not giving it to you, well then they're gonna have to get this. Okay, that's the end of this reading, Scorpio. Little quick and easy video. Like I said, I'm sorry about the formatting and all of that, the changes in between, but nevertheless the video is what you needed to hear. So I'll see you guys next season. Bye.